welcome back, everybody. Our first show back, Wanted Fugitives. We're so excited.
I know, it feels good to be back here.
Absolutely. We do apologize for taking a while to come back on, but we're here.
We took a little hiatus, a little breather.
Absolutely.
We got refreshed.
But that doesn't matter because those Crime Stopper tips kept coming in and the arrests were still being made. We do appreciate all the outpour of support that Amber and I received from everyone and Blab. And just to prove that we've still been busy, here are a few arrests for this month. Welcome back, everybody, to Wanted Fugitives. Again, we're so glad to be back.
Yes, it feels so good to be back on Blab. That's a tongue twister, back on Blab.
Back on Blab. Say that 3 times real fast. Yeah, like I was saying before break, you know, we had taken about a month or 2 off of the air and so glad to be back. So excited about the outpour. People were contacting, requesting the show be shown again, and now we're here. We did not forget about you all out there, and again, we're here to show our most wanted fugitives right now, wanted as of December 17th. But don't forget that for those of you that have never provided a tip to Crime Stoppers, I'm going to tell you how to do that. Crime Stoppers is 100% anonymous, and of course, you'll never be asked your name, nor will you ever have to appear in court. First and easiest way that Amber and I like, you go directly to www.p3tips.com, and that's also available on a mobile app.
That's for iPhone or Android.
That's right.
Easy.
Just makes it that much simpler.
You know, the cool thing about that app is, say you're in a grocery store and you're like, hey, I think I recognize that guy from the show. They can actually snap a picture or video, right? And see
yeah, it's the greatest thing. That's one of the reasons why we really like this technology. And we communicate with them. Of course, it is, again, 100% anonymous. You can also go to the Gulf Coast Crime Stoppers webpage directly at gulfcoastcrimestoppers.org in the right-hand corner of that page, Amber. Then click on Submit a Tip, and it walks you through the process. And I guess the most popular still is calling our 24-hour-a-day call center at 433-STOP. Same rules apply. You're going to be given a tip number and a password.
Do not lose that number. We've communicated with people before that have lost that number. If you lose the number, sorry, you don't get the reward. That's the only way we know who you are, because the whole program is anonymous. We don't know your name. We don't know anything about you besides that number.
Yeah, those tips are, it will just be lost, and you would have to, you know, resubmit another one. So remember, keep that tip number, keep those passwords, because if your tip, the information that you provide, proves to be the tip that was the most usable, reliable information that a patrol or investigations uses, then you can earn a reward of up to $3,000, and that's free money, folks.
And, you know, Christmas, who couldn't use a little extra cash around Christmas?
Hey, a little extra jingle in your pocket never hurts.
Never, ever. Doesn't matter what time of year.
Absolutely. Okay, so we do want to remind everybody that these wanted fugitives are wanted as of December the 17th. And our first wanted fugitive of this evening is Russell Saba Archie. Amber, he's 38, he's 5'11", 210 pounds. He's wanted for driving while license suspended. His third offense, bond, $2,500.
Russell, 3 times. Strike, you're out. Like, you have to know by your 3rd time, you know your license isn't valid. You shouldn't have done it. And now you're in this situation, so we just want you to do the right thing. Yeah. Come on, get this taken care of. Please. You don't want to look around over your shoulder. Plus, there's other ways to get around. You've got Uber and Lyft and ECAT and bicycles and maybe friends and taxi cabs.
Exactly.
There's so many other ways.
So many. So come on, Russell. Our next wanted fugitive is Victoria Lachey Bell. She's 26, Amber. She's wanted, well, she's about 5'7", 180 pounds. She's wanted for smuggling contraband into a correctional facility. And that's a public order crime. Her bond is $10,000. Really, Victoria?
So you were doing well. You were going in to visit somebody and thought it was a good idea to do that. Now look, you're here on Wanted Fugitives.
Yeah.
And $10,000, that's a large bond.
That is a lot. That's a third-degree felony.
What was she sneaking in? A whole, like, 5-course dinner? I mean, that is
Something.
that's a big bond. Goodness.
Yeah. Our next one, a fugitive, is CHARISSA Lee CLARKE. She's 31, 5'4", 160 pounds. She's wanted for grand theft, fraud, and swindling with a bond of $7,500. This is the worst possible time of the year to commit these type of crimes. Holidays, horrible.
Well, it is, because now you're probably going to turn yourself in around this time of year, and hopefully you do. It's just better to get it taken care of. You don't want to ring in the new year with stuff looming over your head. So
I feel like a tipster's going to turn her in and get them some Christmas money.
That's it.
That's what I would do. Our next one, a fugitive, is BAILY Dennis Hobson. He is 25 years old, Amber, 6 foot tall, 210 pounds. He's wanted for failure to appear, no bond.
And judges hate that.
Yeah.
They gave you a date. They told you this is the time, this is the date, we want to see you here. This could have all been avoided if BAILY had just shown up to court.
Yeah.
That's why he's got that no bond. You just wasted a judge's time. You don't do that.
Probably not going to get a really good reception when you do go back before him.
I would not think so.
Our next one, a fugitive, is Stephen Paul McWilliams. He's 48, 6'1", 150 pounds. He's wanted for aggravated battery and kidnapping with a $61,000 bond.
Wow. 60, that might be one of the highest bonds, besides no bond,
Right.
that we've seen, and that is aggravated battery and kidnapping. That's no joke.
Exactly. And folks, I can't stress enough that it's these different charges. You're going to see, we'll put failure to appear, driving while license suspended, and then we have an aggravated battery. So, that is the reason why we stress never attempt to make contact on your own with any person that you recognize from this show.
They could be violent.
Absolutely.
Let the professionals handle it. That's why they call us. That's why you guys in the green or blue,
That's
PPD
right.
or the sheriff's office go out there and handle it. This guy could really be dangerous, so don't approach him.
Yeah, you let us do the making the arrest. We just need to know where you see them.
Yeah, that's it.
Next one, a fugitive, is Justin Reed Stanley. He's 30 years old, 5'7", 165 pounds, and he's wanted for hit and run with a bond of $2,500. I am not sure whether or not there was an injury, but a hit and run, regardless.
Somebody out there is happy that somebody's going to recognize him and turn him in because they're wanting to get a hold of his insurance company.
Yep.
I'm sure they want to know who he is. And if there was an injury, there might be a whole lot more that Justin probably owes.
Absolutely. So y'all be sure and call Crime Stoppers. Our next one, a fugitive, is TANYA Lynn Hill. Tanya's been on the show before. I remember Tanya. And she's also been on the Wheel of Fugitives.
Dirty Dozen member right there.
That's
so,
right.
So she is ECSO famous, at least.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have made her. We've made quite a few celebrities here recently. Tanya's 5'8", she's 220 pounds, 44 years old. She's wanted for escape from work release, and she does not have a bond. And I know for a fact she's been wanted now throughout the entire year of 2018. So somebody out there knows where Tanya's at.
She's staying somewhere. Somebody knows. So you could collect that reward. She would never even know.
Exactly. Because it's a secret.
That's it.
Our next one, a fugitive, is Tristan CORDERO Wells. He's 30 years old. He's 6 foot tall, 144 pounds. Tristan is wanted for grand theft and fraud. Another grand theft. His bond is $3,500. I hate to see that, 30 years old, but
so young. I mean, to be racking up this kind of stuff. You hear their ages sometimes, and you think there's still time. Let's change it. There's time.
Turn it around, do the right thing. Our next one, a fugitive, is Ryan Ramsdell. He's 24 years old, 6'2", 185 pounds. He's wanted for possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. And Ryan has a bond of $2,500.
That's another one, 24 years old, and possession, the substance without a prescription. That is something that he should just go ahead, get it taken care of. Your future employers, your future maybe significant others, whomever will maybe see this one day, your future children. You don't want this to be your life. You don't want to end up on this show. Brian, just go ahead.
Turn it around.
Turn it around.
Our next wanted fugitive is Amanda Beth Rogers. She's 30 years old. She's 5 foot tall, 100 pounds, little bitty thing, wanted for failure to appear, and unfortunately Amanda does not have a bond.
The failure to appear, it's not going to go away. Just because you didn't show up for your court date doesn't mean this all disappears.
Right.
It just makes it worse.
And 9 times out of 10, folks, it requires an automatic 21-day stay in jail. A lot of times people don't realize that just by skipping that court date, you will go to jail and you're not going to get an opportunity to bond right back out. The judge is going to make you stay there, something you could have avoided had you just went to the court date originally. So that should be a little food for thought. That was enough deterrent for me.
I know. I mean, it's an easy thing to do. Just show up.
That's all you got to do. Our next wanted fugitive is Charles Edward Rowe. He is 36 years old, 6'2", 190 pounds. Another grand theft, and his bond is $5,000. Folks, it's the holidays.
Lock your vehicles. I mean, some of these might have been unlocked vehicles. You never know. I mean, I haven't read the reports. They could have been broken into, but it is that time of year, so it's a good reminder to remember, lock your cars. We preach that a lot in law enforcement in general, not just in our agency or at PPD. It's all the way around. You lock your cars. This time of year, you've got people maybe try to hide their presence, from loved ones in their vehicles. That's not a good idea, because you've got these people that go around, they do this thing called car hopping, which is they go from car to car looking for unlocked doors. Once they get in, they've got whatever you've hidden in there, whatever you've left behind. That's how felons get firearms half the time.
Absolutely.
Because you left your firearm maybe in the car, and now that might be how they're getting your vehicles, because it's unlocked. They're able to take it and go. Another thing people do is they'll have 2 cars in their driveway, and they put the spare key to each car in the other car. So that person might leave their door unlocked, get in there, and now they can take the other car.
And not to mention the garage fob, folks. Then they have access to your house.
Yep.
I bet you 9 out of 10 people don't realize that garage fob.
That's a good tip. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the garage door is locked or not. You still, most people keep their lawnmowers and their good expensive lawn equipment in there. So don't make it as hard. Make it as hard for it as possible. Don't just let someone or give them the ability to come and take things from you.
Absolutely.
And our final wanted fugitive of this segment is Jennifer Christine Taylor. Jennifer is 33, 5'7", 200 pounds. She's wanted for burglary of an unoccupied structure, unarmed, and grand theft. Case in point, bond $7,000. And again, this could have been prevented, I guarantee you.
It definitely, could have. I mean, burglary of an unoccupied. What exactly does that normally mean? That's a weird charge to kind of read out.
A burglary of an unoccupied structure means porch.
Okay.
It is just unoccupied. Obviously, no one was there.
Gotcha.
So, and unarmed. And burglary charges, you always want to distinguish whether or not firearm was used, but it's still a second-degree felony.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the porch thing, because we are in that season of deliveries. I know almost every day Amazon is knocking on somebody's door, UPS or whomever, and so you just want to make sure to make sure your presents are kind of guarded, the things that are coming in.
All right, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, Amber,
it's that time. Yep, the time of the show we talk about the deadbeat parents.
That's right.
That's something that's hard around this time of year, because now there's a bunch of kids that are going without because their parents aren't paying what they should be paying. So if you recognize any of the people in this part of the show, please, you can use Crime Stoppers to call, and that 433-STOP, use the P3 app tip to call them in and let us know. So go ahead and dive into it.
It's the easiest $150 reward that you can get right off the bat. That's what it is for deadbeat parents.
Jeez, that's good.
That'd make a good stocking stuffer.
That would make a good present. Hello, a nice new purse, some shoes.
Absolutely. We will
that.
Spend it for you. We will give you plenty of suggestions on what to do with your reward.
List, don't worry.
Don't worry, we got you covered.
Yes. All right, well, let's hop on in. We've got our first deadbeat parent is Sean A. Bailey. He's 47 years old with a purge amount of $670. So that's been racking up for a little bit. Sean needs to go ahead, do the right thing, get that taken care of. Then we have Alex Gregory, 41 years old, with a bond amount of a little more than $1,500, and this one isn't the largest purge amount we're going to have.
I know, I can't believe that.
Okay. Our winner, though, of the purge amount, which is not a good thing.
No.
You don't want to be this person. Jeffery Ward, 45 years old, with a purge amount of a little more than $1,800.
Wow.
So in this case, you've got to think there's some kids that really were going without. He's probably been dodging and dodging and dodging this for a while. And it's sad.
With that type of a total, yes. And, you know, you don't want to jump to an opinion, but, I mean,
well,
it's your responsibility.
You have hard times sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to make those payments. If you got with a judge and explain that to them, they typically work with you. They bring those payments down. They push them back. They do what they can to work with you on that if you're willing to let them know that you want to do the right thing and make that payment.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. Dodging it doesn't make it go away. It just raises it.
Two things come to my mind, responsibility and communication. And I'm just saying.
That's it. All right, we've got Samuel Purifoy, 27 years old, with a purge amount of $570. He also has a violation of probation charge attached to that. So that's kind of a twofer if you call him in.
2 for 1.
Then we've got John White, 55 years old, with a purge amount of $375. John, you know better. You're 55.
Exactly.
There's no excuse here. You know what you should be doing. Then you have Dan Kelso, 45 years old, with a purge amount of a little more than $1,200.
Yeah, and I mean, 6 deadbeat parents, and you're potentially looking at a little over $5,000 in purge amounts. That's quite a bit of money total to be owing on back child support.
It really is. And like, I mean, I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again. You really got to think that it's the children that are taking the hit on this one.
Absolutely. Well, and then again, the deadbeats and the wanted fugitives are all wanted as of December the 17th. And again, I can't stress this enough. If anybody recognizes anyone from this segment, please contact Crime Stoppers at 433-STOP or go directly to www.p3tips.com. It's also available on mobile app.
We make it very, very easy to contact.
Yes. And, you know, while we're back, we've missed an opportunity to tell everybody about some things that are going on here at the Sheriff's Office, too.
Yeah, we've got a couple of events that are coming up. We've got our Shop with a Cop that we all love to participate in and do. And that's a program where the Escambia County School District picks these children out. So they say these are the kids in Escambia County that might not have such a great Christmas or have the means to have such a great Christmas. So the Sheriff's Office steps in and we take those children shopping, pick them up in your cruiser so they get to drive the lights.
The full experience.
Yes, and they take them to the Walmart there on Highway 29, and that'll be this coming up Thursday the 20th, December 20th. They'll take them. So if you're planning on shopping at that Walmart around that time, bear with us.
Yeah.
Or if you see us out there at that time, know that's what we're doing. So they take them, they shop, they get $200 gift card. They get to go through the whole store. The kids pick out. And the thing that gets me every year are the kids that say, no, I don't want any toys. My family's hungry. So they take them and they grocery shop with it, or they say, you know what, my mom or dad or brother, sister, they deserve something, or grandma and grandpa, so let me spend my money on that. And if that doesn't bring a tear or, or make the Grinch's heart grow, I don't know what will. And the other thing that I love, and they'll never talk about, but I'll brag on it, is we see in the special cases, they get up there to the line and the deputies say, no, you get something for yourself, and then they reach into their own pockets and pay for it. And it's just the true meaning of Christmas.
Kids always get stuff like that, right? They know what it's all about. We put, as adults, we put so much pressure on ourselves to go out and get the perfect gift, but the kids, they really are so tenderhearted. They immediately think about their siblings and mom and dad. It's very sweet. It's one of the most rewarding things that we do. One
of my favorite programs we have every year. But we've got other things that are going on at the Sheriff's Office too. We have a Neighborhood Watch Academy that's going to happen on January 15th. That normally starts at 5 p.m. We feed you
Good.
So, yes, it is. It is a nice. I know it's during dinner time, so people are like, "Oh goodness, I don't know if I can rush straight from work and miss my dinner." I'm the same way. I like to eat too.
That's right.
So don't worry about that. That's on us. But you come and then you get to learn about how to maybe form a neighborhood watch academy in your neighborhood. Maybe just get some tips from other neighborhood watches that are going on throughout the county, and get to talk to people and share what ideas work, what ideas didn't work. Each community is a little different. So you get to come and it's more of an information session. Get to kind of learn a little bit about that. To sign up, visit our website at escambiaso.com. You can also give us a call at 436-9630 and ask for David Craig and get all that information to how to get involved in the program.
Absolutely. And then when is our next CLIA class?
Our next Citizens Law Enforcement Academy is going to be January 31st.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Everybody likes that.
Yes, that's so much fun. You teach a course in that.
Yeah.
So,
Crime Stoppers part.
So anything you want to know about Crime Stoppers, sign up for that. Again, you can sign up for that on our website at escambiaso.com, or again, give us a call at 436-9630. Ask for David Craig. He can tell you how to get signed up for that course. We have a lot of repeat people that come in because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
You get to learn about your Escambia County Sheriff's Office. You get to ask questions
Each unit.
Yeah, that you have concerns with. I think the favorite of everybody's the training course, when they get to come over to our training
to the
building
simulator and stuff.
and get to go through what law enforcement actually goes through.
Yeah, those split-second decisions, and it's a big eye-opener for someone that has never had to process a person coming at them aggressively or just trying to communicate. I mean, it's the interactive simulator. It really is really neat because you don't know ahead of time what type of scenario you're going to get, so you really don't have a chance to prepare. It's the most realistic version of what we encounter.
It is really neat to actually get to witness, and we do things like our homicide division comes down. You get to work an actual homicide case that our investigators had, and get to kind of figure out, the who done it kind of scenario, and work through that and kind of see that it's not always summed up in a 30-minute television show like CSI.
Wouldn't that be wonderful, though?
It would be.
Wow.
I would love to update those every day on social media. That would be.
Another case solved in 23 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
That would be great.
I know. Our narcotics division comes down, so you can ask them questions. A lot of parents of school-age children love to sit through that and ask questions, because the names change for certain things, and the kids' lingo we might not be very familiar with, but narcotics is very up to date on all of that stuff, so they can ask questions like that to kind of keep up with their children and what's going on. We even have a terrorist course, and that with Homeland Security.
That affects everyone. I know that a lot of times it is typical for us to think that it just happens at big events and government buildings, but that's not true.
No, and we go through a couple terrorists that have been arrested here locally in our area, in South Alabama and Northwest Florida. So you kind of get to hear about that we're not immune to what's going on all across the world. So it's kind of an eye-opener. And again, it's just a great opportunity for you to get to know your sheriff's office and ask questions. So please feel free to sign up for that. Again, escambiaso.com, and go ahead and sign up for any of the courses that we might have available there.
Yeah, people really do. The feedback, you really do learn a lot. I think that it also empowers the citizens in a way that they're able to know how to address what needs to be reported. They totally get educated in a way that they see, well, maybe this happened to me 2 years ago. Man, looking back, I should have reported it. Yeah. Because you just I think we tend to brush off, oh, they'll never find that person. Not so, because nowadays technology, DNA is present now, was not always available, so we're able to do a lot more, and makes you it heightens their awareness of how law enforcement actually operates and what they can do.
Absolutely. And if you're watching and you're not in the Escambia County region, check with your local law enforcement. I know PPD does another Citizens Law Enforcement Academy. Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office has one as well, Okaloosa. So just check with I know Blab's kind of aired in a broad area. So check around, call your local law enforcement agencies, see where they offer the classes. I just think it's such a great benefit to be able to go to. It really is.
It is a benefit to the entire community. And our whole goal, what Amber and I strive weekly to do, is to inform the public of the fugitives out there, get you involved. Without your help, the sheriff's office would not be as successful. I'm very thankful that we come from a community that gets involved. We don't have a bunch of people that are walking, not paying attention. So that's proof, and we see it every week. Every week.
We all live here, we work here, we want to make Escambia County the safest place, and if you've noticed, Sheriff Morgan, he doesn't put up with criminals in our community. We've got the billboards all over town letting you know if you're up there, you need to turn yourself in, or somebody's going to find you, or you need to get out of our community. He does not.
Absolutely.
Does not like that. So we've got a lot of programs and outreach in the community, and we would love to hear your feedback on anything at any time. So that's what these programs are about, the Citizens Law Enforcement Academy. Or you can always give us an email at pio@escambiaso.com, because we love to hear from people.
Absolutely. We're going to wrap up this week's show. We thank you. We appreciate you watching, your support. Be sure to go to our Facebook page, Gulf Coast Crime Stoppers. Like us. Invite your friends to like us. Be paying attention out there. And if you see any of the wanted or deadbeat fugitives out there, call Crime Stoppers. And we do want to thank Sheriff Morgan again. This show, Crime Stoppers in itself, for its participation and our efforts in the community. We hope to get all of our wanted fugitives arrested and off the street. And again,
don't forget that Pensacola Police Department's Facebook page. That's another place to get good information, and the Escambia County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Like both, share both, get it out there. You'll know about events, who's wanted, who's missing, keep you up with the latest information.
All right, folks, have a safe week and stay informed.